Kings taking on the Pelicans, a back-to-back down to the Big Easy. Kings down 2 there. You see Sabonis missed in front of the free throw. Ooh. Malik Monk gets fouled. Oh, that's a bad foul right there. Monk ties it, and this game would go into overtime as CJ McCollum had a good look. To win the game. Nope, too short, off the iron. So we go to overtime. Here's my boy Carlo right here, Bully. CJ McCollum with the 3 right there. I got Fezzi on my mind. He's got a fundraiser going on right now. He's making the rounds for the All-Star break. Look at this move right here. Nice pass. The Pelicans with the upset over the Sacramento Kings. CJ McCollum finished with 43 points.
Wow. Look at that score.
And the Kings, they will not be lighting the beam up in Sacramento tonight. Somewhere Kyle Draper's not happy as he gets ready for the All-Star break. Well, you know that. Deuce and Mo, they're just shovel right now as we see this.
140 points without Zion playing.
Without Zion playing. Hey, the Wild Wild West, Zena. The Kings and the Warriors tied up at 28 and 27, but the Kings hold a tiebreaker. They've won both matchups so far. Dallas, a game up in the loss column over the Warriors and the Kings. They do have the tiebreak over the Dubs, 2 games to 1. And of course, Dallas beat Miami tonight without Kyrie, without Klay Thompson, without P.J. Washington. So Dallas gets their act right before the All-Star break, winning 2 solid games in a row. Nico Harris is probably feeling a little better about himself, but the Kings lose a tough one there, Z.
I'm not surprised. I'm not going to be surprised because their defense is not there. We knew that this was going to become a firepower offensive team when you add in a Zach LaVine, when you add in basically the Chicago Bulls to this team. But there's not enough defense there, and that's what you need, especially in the West. I can't believe you didn't talk about Minnesota.
Oh,
they handed OKC a big loss.
They did.
Huge loss. I'm actually shocked, especially with Chet playing right now in OKC. So the West continues to be muddied.
Oh, we're going to get there, Z. We'll get to Minnesota.
Bad.
We'll get there, Z.
I'm sorry.
We'll get there. Trust me, we covered all bases around there.
There we go.
The box is crowded.
The box is
crowded.
crowded.
A lot of traffic. You get this traffic here this weekend with Chinese New Year and All-Star Weekend. The box has a lot of traffic.
Oh, boy. Flying above the rim, courtesy of OAK. This is why we haven't gotten about Minnesota. Chet Holmgren, welcome back.
Wow.
That man's talking that talk.
Let him live it down, baby. What in the...
Ooh, watch your head, Chet.
That's attacking the rim, Zena.
That's attacking the
rim.
That looked personal.
No, but you know what?
It looked personal.
I'm not going to lie, Zena and Mully, that disturbs me to see that dunk over Chet Holmgren. Because Anthony Edwards is an all-star. He's flying straight to the Bay Area. We can't get him in a dunk contest on Saturday night.
It's
in-game dunks like that. We can't get Ant-Man, a superstar in these dunk contests. Come on, Mully. What are we doing here?
Zena, you see his versatility? He goes from full timeout Coach Bonte to Commissioner Bonte. Incredible. He's, manipulating the three-point contest. He manipulates the dunk contest.
I want ratings. I want this to be the biggest show ever in the Bay Area.
Do it all,
Come
man.
on, Mully.
Versatility, baby.
Especially the odds, too. We do it all. Gambling-wise, too. We hook up the gamblers, although we told you guys to chill tonight as we take a look at the odds presented by Great Resort and Casino. Warriors are 1.5-point favorites tonight. We were a little surprised by that coming off of loss last night in Dallas, but they're now 5-5 in the second game of back-to-backs. And the Rockets are now 1-16 to get some dubs in the last 17.
Wow.
Z.
I feel like Steph, Draymond, Jimmy, they all heard that I was trying to save my money for All-Star. They're like, oh, really? We'll make sure that you understand that you could have made some more money and regret it. But no, big win for the Warriors.
Okay, that last line there, the Warriors want to see the Rockets in the playoffs.
No doubt.
It's just a great matchup for the Warriors and a nightmare matchup. Houston, you have a problem.
And you also have
the Warriors.
And you have a problem with Brandin Podziemski, who's right now discussing his night with the media.
Yeah, I think we just found it in the fourth quarter, just settled down, getting a shot up every time, letting Jimmy and Steph kind of do their thing. But it was definitely different than the last 2 times we played here. And, we just found it, and we were able to get stops on the other end and come up with the rebound, which was the biggest thing.
That's 3 or 4 now with Jimmy. What kind of cohesion, chemistry is this group building since he's arrived?
I think him being as smart as he is at the game, it makes it easier for, the other guys out there. I think the beauty of him is he's a willing passer, even though he can score kind of whenever. And so, just the team's got to pick their poison. If they're going to double, they're going to send 2 of them. They're going to let him play with the mismatch. And so I think just him having the knowledge of the game just makes it easy for everybody.
How good does it feel to get a win like this going into the All-Star break after what happened last night, against one of the top teams in the Western Conference?
Yeah, it was great. I'm not sure if Sacramento lost, but I think we're in ninth now, 10th, something like that. And so I think it's big for us. I think we got 26 or 7 left. And so if we can go, 27, 21 and 6, something like that, I think, we have a good chance at the 5 or 6 spot. And so we might end up playing these guys in the playoffs. And so it feels good, especially coming up after last night, and, leaves a good taste in our mouths for next week.
Steve just came in here and told us probably going to stick with you in the starting lineup for a while. Does that change anything, how you approach the game? Does that matter to you? How do you view that?
I just view it as a guard that needs to take out the other team's best guard. And so I knew today just my focus was on Jalen Green, just trying to take him out of the game, take him out of his rhythm. And I think for the most part, me and the guys who guarded him did that. But that's just kind of what we need in that other guard spot with Steph. And so we know Jimmy is going to, help with the bigger wings, especially when JK comes back, he'll do the same. But who's going to, be that guard that steps up and guards the other team's best guard. And so that'll just kind of be my mindset going forward.
Project starts tomorrow, 3 games, and that'll be 3 games in 3 nights. How you feeling?
I'm a little tired, but, Trace has to do it, Pat has to do it, Amen Thompson has to do it. And so there's a bunch of guys who had to play tonight that have to do it tomorrow too. So it'll be fun, a chance to play in the All-Star game, which, I know all of us dream to do. So it'll be fun, and there'll be a lot of competition.
Warriors are shooting 81.5% on free throws in their last 5 games, their first 5-game span of shooting 80+% from the charity stripe. Every other NBA team achieved this before December 30th. The Warriors now just doing it in the month of February. That's according to Automatic NBA on Twitter.
Well, obviously the free throws weren't automatic.
No, or getting to the line wasn't automatic.
They were 30th in the league. They could start climbing up, but that's probably the biggest difference to me: the free throws and then points off turnovers.
All right, let's
being able to get to the line.
Yep, let's get to the great KB. Let's get to KB. Garrett Bird, Petaluma's finest Dalton Johnson. Oh, God, you got something good to talk about on Dubs Talk Live, KB.
Well, there's something else that happened for the first time. All 5 Warriors starters were double figures scoring. Does that coincide with the shakeup in the starting lineup? I think so.
Yeah, the starting 5 was great tonight. They outscored them by 6 points in the 19 minutes that they played together. But I think about the closing also, because in the final 4 minutes, Steve Kerr went to that starting 5, and that's where you saw the veterans show their grit, their will, their experience, where you saw in those final 4 minutes, they scored 12 points, 5 from Draymond Green, 4 from Jimmy Butler, and a big-time 3-pointer from Steph Curry. So it's great to see, everything that the young guys did with Moses Moody and Brandin Podziemski, but that clutch time was when your big 3, your new big 3 of Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, and Draymond Green willed the Warriors to a big win before the All-Star break.
What did Draymond say? Boom! All right, we'll talk about all sorts of things and give out some grades now that we have finally arrived at the All-Star break.
I feel like they're picking up the slack for Fezzi Fell.
I know.
So he's the ghost of Fezzi's lurking. Boom! Monty! Draymond!
Slick Leonard's looking down saying, boom, baby.
Boom, baby. Shout out to the Indiana Pacers. I'll tell you how to drive ahead. Coming up, we're taking the All-Star break. Well, kind of. Mully's coaching. Zena and I are working. KB's working. Actually, there's no break for us here at NBC. I'll tell you how to drive ahead. Coming up, I'll tell you how the Warriors. number 3. Look at Jalen Green trying to go to the rack.
Oh, give me that.
Not tonight.
Give me that. Not
Moses.
here.
He's playing some good basketball. Playing some really good basketball.
Look at this right here. Give me that too. This is the driveway.
Wow.
How dare you?
He took Jalen Green out of the game. He took
Yeah.
Jalen Green out of the game. Jalen Green only 22 minutes tonight for the Houston Rockets. 9 points. The Warriors have snuffed them out all season long. We're concerned who would guard them. With the absence of Andrew Wiggins, where Moses Moody solved that problem.
I like that, Zena. You like that
I
corner
do.
3.
I like it. I really just love the quick ball movement. Look at the defense having to move in, out. We're not ready. Jimmy Butler, first 3 of the year. Boom, with the Warriors.
No doubt about
Chasing
that.
that ball around.
Yeah.
Nice form, nice art. Jimmy buckets.
Look at Steph. Excited. That's what you want. Quick offense, easy bucket.
19, 8, and 4 for Jimmy buckets. And then Brandin Podziemski. Nice pass to Draymond Green. Ooh. And what did KB and Dalton say? Boom! There it is. Draymond Green with the 3, 13 points for Day. Nice arc, nice form, Mully.
And a beautiful play by Pods.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm rejuvenated, okay? I know we're going on an all-star break. But this team got me rejuvenated.
Oh, I tell you how to drive ahead. You're fired up.
Not only the 3-1s, with Jimmy Butler, but on a back-to-back when the team didn't get to bed till 4 a.m., all 5 starters played big-time minutes. Steph, 35. Brandin Podziemski, 39. Jimmy Butler, 34. Draymond, 30. And Moses Moody, 34 minutes. That just warms my heart. On a back-to-back, that these guys not only bring it, the effort and energy, but execute and get a W. It can be done. It will be done. It has to be done.
You hear that? Didn't get to bed till 4 in the morning. Some maybe 4:30, 5 o'clock.
And that game must have been on their head as their head touched the pillow. There's a lot of thoughts circling around. They said, you know what, I got to wake up in the morning, take care of business against Houston. That's exactly what the Warriors did.
I love a rejuvenated bully. I'm fired up in the man. Warm-hearted bully. He's ready to go. Sacramento, right out of the break at the Golden One Center. Then you get the Dallas Mavericks again. Gafford's going to be out for the next 6 weeks. Shams Charania just broke that from ESPN. Yep. He'll be out with an MCL sprain for 6 weeks. So you play a short-headed Dallas team on Andre Iguodala Day. Then you hit the road against Orlando and Philadelphia. It's go time, Mully.
All-Star break, rest, recovery, come back with some incredible energy. I do think the Warriors are going to be much better offensively, but I also like the fact that they found a way to win when they're not shooting a three-point shot exceptionally well. That's a huge difference. Half court, taking care of the basketball, winning the points off turnovers, and now all of a sudden the free throw has been a huge weapon for them.
Closing out right before the All-Star break on a positive note, there were so many statistical categories that the Warriors should not have won this game based off what you saw on the stat sheet. But no, they pulled it out by staying focused at the end, closing it out strong. I like it.
You know what? Mully's rejuvenated. Now he's got the Rising Stars Challenge. Good luck to Tim and Mitch. I don't think you got a shot. And Jeremy Lin.
Thank you, Bonte.
Might be one and done.
Thank you, Bonte.
Let's go, Coach
baby.
Mully. Keontae George.
Let's get to Sunday. Let's get to Sunday.
Stephon Castle. Let's go. The Warriors get a much-needed win. They're now 28-27. They finished 3-3 on a 6-game road trip. We'll see them after the break up in Sacramento, but don't go anywhere. The great KB, Kareth Burke, and Petalluma's finest Dalton Johnson are next with Dubs Talk Live.